Hi there, it's Mark Wickham here, Amazon #1 best-selling author of Effective Pricing for Accountants. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how you would turn business startups into highly profitable clients for you. You see, there's a big problem for the accounting and bookkeeping professions, and that is that very often business startup clients don't make us any money. I think back to when I was in practice many years ago in the late 90s, I seemed to always attract business startups. And what I found after 2 or 3 years was that I didn't know how to price these business startups. So I took them on, I would answer their telephone calls, I'd give them lots of hand-holding and intensive support, showing them how to register with the tax authorities, how to set up their bookkeeping systems, and answer all sorts of questions, hoping that a year and a bit further down the line, their accounts would need doing and I would get a nice profitable fee for doing the accounts, and I'd make up all the time I'd invested in the outset in helping the client get settled in the first place. What I found though was that in most cases, the client went out of business, couldn't afford my annual accounts fee. So many times I ended up working for free trying to help the business get started. So there has to be a better way. So I'm going to show you how you can do that. Of course, there's also a problem for your client, and the problem is that the research shows that the number of business startup failures is phenomenal, and that's partly because they're not given the support they need. So what we need to do, whenever you have a business startup client, I strongly recommend that you start out by explaining the pain of starting up a business. In fact, I would have a professional looking brochure, and in the brochure I would have a section where I talk about the fact the odds are firmly stacked against them. And you can just, the research shows that the number of business failures amongst startups is huge. For example, it's reported that 80% of businesses don't make it to year 5. And a lot of the reasons for that is because they don't get the support they need right at the outset. So what we need to do is create a package of support. So to turn business startups into highly profitable clients, I would recommend you create a brochure and a service aimed specifically at startups, where you come up with a range of options, a range of packages that are designed to help them be really successful in their first 12 months. So not just the compliance stuff, setting them up with their bookkeeping system, with the tax authorities, but also helping them to grow their business. So give us some advice on things like collecting money, cash flow, debtors and so on. Give them some advice on pricing, profitability, business growth, how to market their business, how to get more sales. These are the ways that you can add so much more value to a business startup. And then value price it. Make sure that they pay a value-based fee. I've been doing this, I first created this system for my own accounting firm way back in 1999. And in the 2.5 years in my practice before then, I used to take on business startups. So I'd work with them for free until their first year's accounts were due, which very often they went out of business and I had not paid a single penny. When I first introduced this in 1999, the first client I took them through the process signed up there and then for my business startup package at over £2,000 of fees, and that did not include the year-end accounts and the other compliance work. This was simply a service, a package, an offering to help them make that first year as pain-free as possible and to help them get the foundations in place for their business. So you need to create a service, and I strongly recommend that you come up with a number of options. This is a piece of software that accountants use now to price business startups, accountants, bookkeepers, and it gives them 3 choices. And another idea I want to share with you in this video is when you come up with your 3 prices, when you come up with your price points, here's a really powerful idea for you. One of the key parts of pricing is to talk about the payment terms. You have to educate the client about payment terms. And the thing is, we can use that creatively to get a better price. So what I found works really well with business startup packages, and many firms are finding this works really well for them too, is have a simple entry-level package, which is to get them up and running with the basics. Things like setting up with the tax authorities, telling them what they should record from a bookkeeping point of view. Right through to a premium package, which is a full 12 months of support. And then you express the price for the entry package as a single, small, upfront payment. But the other two levels, which have more comprehensive support over the course of the 12 months, describe those as 12 monthly payments. And the reason for that is because we're using a concept which I call chunk it down. Psychologists have shown that these numbers seem smaller when we chunk it down to a monthly figure. And so what happens, what I found when I first introduced this system myself, and many other accountants and bookkeepers using it, are finding that people almost dismiss the entry level, the cheap option, because the next one, 12, in this case 12 payments at 239, feels like a better deal than having to find £499 now, coupled with the fact that when they look at it, they get more stuff, more support as well. And a final point is, my suggestion would be, is that when you create your business startup service, I would make it compulsory. I would not take on a business startup client unless they invested in one of your three solutions. Because if the entry level is priced at a very affordable amount, in this case it might be say $499, my view would be is if a business startup is not willing to invest a few £100s with you to get their business set up right, then they can't be sufficiently serious about their business, and therefore it's telling you they're not the right sort of client for you. Go and find a better client. Anyway, I've created many more videos teaching how to price business startups, where I take you through a professional looking brochure, how to create your packages, how to price them. And if you're a user of my software, Cloud Pricing, then make sure you've got the user guide, and you'll find dozens of videos in there and how-to guides. Have a play with the software, and I will see you on another video. Bye for now.